Good morning, Vietnam. Coming to you live from Cape Town. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to GH Kids Connect. We're so excited to be here this morning. As I said, Love a Monday, new beginnings. It's pouring with rain outside.
And yesterday.
Oh, who's this? Hello. Hello. So we decided that today we were going to
Yesterday was raining and today is raining. Today's raining even harder.
Even harder. We're going to do 2 and 3 ingredient makes and bakes today, purely because it's that kind of weather where we're going to be doing, where it's a nice way to keep the kids occupied. And honestly, wait, that's a surprise. And honestly, I have chosen stuff that could not be easier, and I'm hoping that you do have 1 or 2 goodies in your pantries that you can use to make these things. So the first thing we're going to do is the easiest ever caramel ice cream. Honestly, I can't believe how easy this was. All it took was, wait, we're not going to show them just yet, Charlie. We're going to talk about how we make things first. Was 500 ml of cream.
And we did sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
Flour.
No, we didn't. We just did 500 ml of cream, 1 tin of caramel mint. So that is 2 ingredients. That's all you need. Whipped the cream until it was super, super, super stiff. Poured in globs of the caramel.
And put it in the freezer.
And put it in the freezer. So yeah, all you need to do is get a really smooth consistency and pop it into the freezer.
And now we'll show you what it looks
and Bob's
like.
your uncle. So what we did is we froze it into little containers. Can you see here?
And
These
then
little
we put this
hard
inside
containers.
and we put this one inside of that.
With a little bit of a surprise. She doesn't know what it is yet.
And then the other one is...
Can I talk? It's a really nice way just to give your kids a surprise at the end of supper after a long hard day coronaing at home. We've got sprinkles over there. And then what we've also done is, and by the way, this makes about a litre. So with the 500 mils,
and then we make
plus
ice cream.
the 500 mils plus 360 grams of caramel equals 860, but with the whip you get about a litre. Then what we've also done, and these haven't frozen quite right yet, so we're going to leave them until about lunchtime when they're going to start nagging me to have them. Can you see what I've done there? I've put sprinkles in the bottom of the what do you call these things, Charlie?
Ice lolly containers.
Ice lolly containers, and the ice cream on top, and then hopefully by lunchtime we'll have something
have a
delicious.
sip?
Now, do you want to have a little taste of this? And I want you to guess what that topping is on top. Have a taste. No, it's delicious. I would never put something horrible on it. Just taste what it is. Yeah.
Definitely put in jelly.
Yeah. Have a little taste. It's popping candy, guys. So this crisis has really
popping candy.
has really brought something home to me. I've had this in my cupboard for over a year. I've been like, no, I'm saving for a special occasion. One day. There is no time like the present. So can you hear the cracking? It's really cute. So I popped that onto there, and you can use any kind of sprinkle you want, cherries, berries, but yeah, I just stayed with the really kid friendly flavorings for these guys. Do you like it? Okay, so no, we'll have some later. Okay, so that's the easiest ever caramel ice cream. Charlie, hold up the ingredients so everybody can take a snapshot. Okay, can you see the ingredients there? 500 mils of cream, whipped, 1 tin of caramel, freeze for 6 to 8 hours, and you are done. So I think the lollies are going to take longer, so we're going to leave those in for another 4 hours, I think. Okay, so that's the one thing. The next thing we are going to make, and such a perfect rainy day activity. Have 1 more spoon and then we're going to put it away so we can do something else. Have 1 more spoon. No ways. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is sugar cookies. When I was growing up, our Auntie Mary next door made sugar cookies all the time, and I have never made them before. Not a huge bake, I've got to admit. Let's have ice cream later, babe. I promise you can have it afterwards. We want to talk about the sugar cookies. So, honestly, 3 ingredients. It's so simple. 2/3 of a cup of butter, 1/3 of a cup of sugar, and a cup of plain flour, and that is it. I'm going to hold this up. Hold it up, Charlie, so you can take a snapshot of the ingredients that you need. Only 3 ingredients. Hopefully you've got that sitting at home. I know that flour is one of the things that we all did stock up on. So we're going to do a pretend here. Right, Charlie, pour in the 2/3 of a cup of butter. Pour in the 1/3 of a cup of sugar. And a 1 cup of plain flour. Okay, now a little trick is, I don't know about you guys and your kids, but mine are eating all day long. So instead of the 1/3 cup of sugar, I actually use a product called Sweetly. It is a sugar substitute. It's not made of xylitol. It's plant derived. You cannot taste the difference, and especially in baking. And they have a specific baking sugar substitute, which really is amazing. And they had plenty of these on the shelves the other day. So if you're wanting to lower their sugar intake, I really do recommend. Otherwise, just use plain sugar. So now, miracle, look what we made. Just like that. But a little note, if you are baking, if it's not your thing, it's going to go crumbly first. Keep on working until the butter and the flour mix together, and you will eventually come out with a really nice dough. This dough, I would recommend making half, using half and freezing half, because it's such a quick and easy thing to make with the kids. You can literally make 6 little cookies, put them in the oven, and they can have them in 15 minutes. Here, this is what...
Charlie's having a taste of tuna.
At the end.
Why?
Because that was our deal. There we go. But I'm going to give you some to roll and to make some cookies. Here you go, Charlie. Okay. Hi, there. Hi there. No, we said afterwards, babes. Charlie. As you can see, the listening ears are... Okay, so now we're going to make a little bally. Squash it together like it's a Play-Doh ball. See what we've got? And all we're going to do is put our thumbprint in the middle. And what I see that this is a little bit crumbly, so maybe we could have used a tiny bit more butter. And then we're just going to take some sprinkles. Okay, I don't think I have any other thing. And we're going to pop them in the middle. Can you see what we're doing there?
Yeah.
Let's make a little, so just make a little well in the middle. Oh, there we go. You can put some in yours. And literally, guys, into the oven for 15 minutes at 160 degrees. And they come out, I mean... These are not professional biscuits. There's no intent. They're not intended to be professional. They're just a little sweet treat for them to have with a cup of tea or with some of the ice cream.
Can I have this one?
No, you can have it at the end. Remember, that was our deal.
Can I have a bit?
Lots of negotiations happening in our household at the moment. No. Okay, so the third 3-ingredient recipe is 3-ingredient banana bread, which I had never heard of. I was a little bit skeptical. We do make banana bread a lot in our house, and honestly at the moment, is it even lockdown if there isn't a banana bread involved? There is banana bread all over the internet at the moment, and it seems that everybody has stocked up on bananas and no one knows what to do with them. So 3-ingredient banana bread. Let's just hold up our ingredients. 4 to 5 fruit bananas. They need to be as fruit as possible. Black, revolting, don't know what to do with them. 4 to 5 of them, mashed. 1 tin of condensed milk and 2 1/4 cups of self-raising flour. Guys, it could not be easier. All we did was we mashed the bananas into our bowl, poured over the tin of condensed milk, combined it, the 2 1/4 cups of self-raising flour. I then left it for about half an hour, and we popped it into the oven for 20 minutes at 180 degrees.
100 minutes.
My loaf tin's gone, I don't know where it's gone. So we actually ended up making muffins, which I prefer because I can freeze some of these and take some out in the morning, and I can use it as bribery until the afternoon when I can treat them. So we made little gnome home shapes, and we made
Little heart shapes.
We're the hearties. We made heart-shaped muffins as well. They're very delicious. It's not as malty and rich
as icing
as the banana bread you used to, because we're not using those brown sugars that caramelize, but still it's really, really tasty. And with just 3 ingredients, I am pretty amazed at how well it came out. And yeah, such a great way to use that condensed milk that probably expired in 2018 and you've been meaning to use for ages. A little fun fact for those of you who are drowning in bananas that keep going fraught. We tried this over the weekend. It really is a GH tip, and it really works. If you keep the tip of your bananas in about this much water, it stops them from ripening too soon. My husband was insisting it would work. I was like, oh, please don't be ridiculous. It really works, guys. So carry on buying the bananas at the supermarket. They're so high in potassium, minerals for your kids. And if and when they do go fraught, fantastic. You can use them to make your 3-ingredient banana bread. So to recap, what did we make today, Birdie?
I don't know.
We made 2-ingredient caramel ice cream. What went into that? Can you remember? 500 ml cream. And we used a caramel mint just because it was something different and it kind of gave us that typical South African mint pudding feeling. We made 3-ingredient sugar cookies using just butter, sugar and flour. And we made 3-ingredient banana bread using 4 to 5 fruit bananas, a tin of condensed milk, and 2 1/4 cups self-raising flour. And they're the bananas, and here are the muffins. Guys, we are feeling quite sorted for the week. We're going to get back to work now. We're going to do a puzzle. Please let us know about your things that you bake. Share us some of your 2 and 3 ingredient recipes.
I have a sister called Ava.
Charlie has a sister called Ava who we have bribed and left on the iPad while we're doing this because Daddy has a big meeting. But guys, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in at GH Kids Connect, and we can't wait to see you on Wednesday. Bye. Have a lovely day.
An iPad.
No, you don't. Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Bye bye.
You
I'm
wish.
on an iPhone.
You wish.